I am a massive fan of concept checking questions, but we do also want to provide our students with the opportunity to ask their own questions as well. And this might happen at the end of a grammar presentation or after setting homework, for example. But if you ask your students the question, do you have any questions? You might just hear this. Or if you're really lucky, you might hear this. My name is Miranda from Twinkle ESL, and today I'm going to teach you one thing that you can do that will encourage your students to ask more questions in class. Let's go. So instead of asking, do you have any questions to your class, I like to say, I love questions. What questions do you have? And that is really powerful in two ways. First of all, saying I love questions means that your students know that you're not going to be exasperated or annoyed by their questions because you love questions. And the second part, saying what questions do you have, is the change from a closed question to an open question. Because if you ask, do you have any questions? Students can just say, no, I don't. But if you ask, what questions do you have? They can't say that. They actually have to think, what questions do I have? And they are much, much more likely to actually speak up. So at the beginning of this video, I mentioned concept checking questions, or CCQs. And I love CCQs. And if you've never used them in your classes before, you are in for a big treat, because these really improve the way that students will interact with you during your classes, and also it'll improve their understanding as well. So what is a CCQ? A CCQ is a way of checking student understanding of a new piece of grammar or a new piece of vocabulary without you having to ask the question, do you understand? Because when you ask, do you understand? Students often say yes, even when they don't understand, because they're shy and nervous. So for example, if I was teaching the word snow, for example, some questions that I could ask to check student understanding might be, is snow hot or cold? Or I could ask them, do you find snow in Canada or Egypt? Or I could ask, what can you do in snow? What sports can you do in snow, for example? And those questions make sure that your students really understand this new word, and the students who don't understand, by the end of that little conversation, they probably now do understand. So it's a great tool for you to use. And also information checking questions, or ICQs, as well. So that is my top tip for today. I really hope you enjoy asking the question, what questions do you have in your classes? And I hope your students respond to it. But if you have any questions, do come to me, because I love questions. And I will see you at the global home of ESL, that is Twinkle. See you soon. Bye-bye.